Now I am going to explain about the features or the characteristics of chemical reactions. Now, chemical reactions can be identified by these different parameters. They can be identified by different qualities or indicators. Now, first indicator is evolution of gas. It means when there is any reaction going on and some gases are released. So, it is one indication. Then second, change in the color. If there is any chemical change, chemical reaction, and if there is change in color, one color changes to other, so it is one condition. Now, third is evolution of heat. If in a reaction there is evolution of heat, heat is given out reaction, that is called as exothermic reaction, and opposite can be there, or there can be absorption, of heat. So absorption is called as endothermic, evolution is called as exothermic. So either can be this or this depending on the nature. Then formation of precipitate. Precipitate, precipitate is a substance which is insoluble in a liquid. Precipitate is insoluble in liquid and it is formed during a chemical change and it settles down in the bottom like this. Suppose if there is any reaction, so here if one reagent is here and we mix second, and so there is formation of some density material. After some time it starts settling down and in the bottom it settles down. So this is called as precipitate. So precipitate is water insoluble or insoluble in a liquid and it settles down in the bottom. Then there can be change in the physical state. Physical state means that if we have taken solid, it can be changed to gases. If we have taken gases, can be converted to liquid. And so these are the conditions. And so we'll see in this video how it happens. Taken here copper sulfate solution. See the blue color of copper sulfate. Now I have taken an iron nail. This is iron nail. I am going to slip down gently inside the test tube and let's wait for some time. The test tube having the iron object, I am going to pour the liquid so that you can see clearly what changes has been inside this iron mold. See the lower portion, it has been deposited by the copper. See the lower portion from this place to this place. See the difference in color. So this is displacement reaction. This is single displacement reaction. Iron is more active, copper is less reactive. So iron has displaced copper from the copper sulfate solution. So this is single displacement reaction. I am going to explain the reaction. This third point, evolution of heat or absorption of heat. Here I have taken lead nitrate solid and I am going to heat it. See the change. Now see, cracking sound is coming out and the white color solid has given this brown gas. Again see, cracking sound. I am supplying heat. So this reaction is exothermic, it is taking the heat, and so see the brown color. The gas is given out, so this reaction is endothermic. Other when the heat is given out, see, sound, cracking sound. It is decomposition of lead nitrate. Again, barium chloride solution in this test tube, and here in this test tube there is sodium sulfate solution. Both are colorless. I am going to pour. Now see, the solution has turned milky. The solution has turned milky, and let's wait for some time. Let's wait for some time. This is PPT. Precipitate has been formed, and this type of reaction in which precipitate is formed is called as precipitation reaction. Precipitation reaction. What is precipitate? Precipitate is water insoluble. As it is clear, it is insoluble. That's why it is seen. No, both the solutions taken were colorless. It means the particles were soluble. Now here the new substance formed is insoluble. I have taken sodium carbonate in this test tube, and I am going to add acetic acid. This is acetic acid. Vinegar. Now see, there is the addition slowly and slowly. Now see, there is the formation of bubbles. Bubbles are formed, and see the intensity of reaction. So this is the indication that sodium carbonate has been attacked by acetic acid, and so gas has been released, and so this is the evolution of gas. See the explanation of different points. Now in the first case, I have taken sodium carbonate Na2CO3 plus CS3C double OH. So there will be reaction, and CS3C double ONA plus CO2. Now CO2 was coming out as gas. This is sodium acetate, plus there will be formation of water. So this is the evolution of gas. Now coming to second, change in color. Change in color. So any reaction can be taken having change in color. Now this BaCl2 aqueous means solution in water, plus Na2SO4, this is barium chloride, this is sodium sulfate aqueous. Both are colorless, and due to reaction there will be formation of BaSO4 solid plus 2NaCl aqueous. So here this is the PPT. In short, we write PPT for precipitate. It is white in color. So colorless, this is colorless, this is colorless, and here it is white PPT. Here it is white PPT. Now PPT, see this. It has started settling down in the bottom. See very carefully. This lower portion is more dense. Upper, now see, slowly and slowly as the time passes, it will settle down in the bottom. Now this reaction is an example of double displacement reaction. Reactions are classified in different categories. So this is an example of double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. Double 2. So here barium and sodium, they have displaced each other. Barium and sodium, they have displaced each other. So two things have displaced each other. Two substances have displaced each other. Two elements have displaced each other. So it is called as double displacement reaction. Now coming to the other one, this copper sulfate aqueous, it was having blue color. I had kept iron bolt inside. It was having the gray color. Now after reaction, there is formation of FeSl4 aqueous plus copper solid. This will have light green color and this will have brown color. So this reaction is called as single displacement reaction. Single displacement because only iron has displaced in copper. Why it is so? Because iron is more reactive. Displacement reactions take place where one is less reactive, other is more reactive. In both the cases, double or single, only the game of power, which is more reactive, which is powerful, will displace other. So this is single displacement reaction. Now, evolution of heat. So heat, when there is the evolution of heat, it is called as exothermic reaction. So you have seen the formation of precipitate, absorption of heat. Say if I am taking an example, this is calcium carbonate, this is limestone, and this on heating it breaks and there is formation of CaO solid and CO2 gas. This is quick lime. This is quick lime. Calcium oxide is quick lime. And so this is decomposition reaction. This reaction is called as decomposition reaction. Thermal decomposition because on heating this reaction takes place. Now other example, lead nitrate, PbNO3 whole twice. This, it was colorless, just salt like, and on heating it decomposes. On heating it decomposes to form lead oxide solid. And what was color? The color was white in color plus NO2 gas. This was having the brown color. This was having the brown color, and then there will be formation of oxygen. So this lead nitrate on heating it decomposes with the cracking sound, and these are the features of the reaction. Then change in the state, we can also compare here. Change in the state, physical state, it is colorless, here it is white. So there is change in color state. Here it is colorless, here it is brown. So these are the parameters due to which we can identify a chemical reaction.